and more in who you are. And who you are is a combination of the talented people that you attract to your business and your valuable customers. So what I want to look at is how we connect with the future. And the future is about people. That's where the competitive advantage lies. And I want to talk to you about minding the gap, minding the generations gap. This is not a presentation about the London tube system. I do come from London, but this is not about that. Anyone who's been to London will know what I'm talking about. This is about understanding why it is we don't always understand people younger or older than ourselves, and how by connecting with people's values, we can build stronger and better relationships with the people who are important to us. Our customers, our families, our parents, our children, our colleagues, our friends, people younger and older than ourselves. As I said, I do stand between you and dinner and drink, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. And although I've used this model and this theory for the last 10 years, rather than bore you using stats and bar graphs and charts, I'm going to call on the services of LEG to demonstrate to you a generations gap in action. Now, LEG, he's an American comedian. He's better known as Borat or Bruno these days, but I want to keep the content family friendly.
Who's family?
We are amongst friends, aren't we? For those of you who need to see the stats and the bar graphs and the research data, you're very welcome to go to our website, which is tomorrowtoday.uk.com, and our blog site is The New World of Work. And you can even download this presentation off our site. We provide all our white papers, and that is freely available to you. But let's go back to LEG. He's interviewing Sir Rhodes Boyson, the ex-educational minister, and they're talking about caning. Now, when I went to school, I went to an all-boys school, and caning typically involved me being naughty, being sent to the headmaster's office, being made to bend over a chair, and getting a few smacks on the backside. It was pretty painful, to be honest, and for correctional purposes only, I was told. I don't think my headmaster enjoyed what he was doing. You never know. Anyway, today you can't cane children. It's illegal. That doesn't stop children or young people going out and getting caned. It just means something entirely different, typically involving vodka shots or maybe a few illegal substances, a bit of marijuana, getting caned. So let's have a look at two people from two very different generations having a conversation.
Listen here, I have got none other than my main man, Sir Rhodes Boyson, in the house, because we is talking about the education thing. Let's talk about the discipline. Do you think, Sir Rhodes, there is enough discipline in school?
I think there's slightly less than there should be.
Do you believe kids should be caned?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Wicked, man. You believe kids should be caned even in school?
Even in school.
Do you not think, Sir Rhodes, if you get caned in school, you can't concentrate as well? Because a lot of people out there say that if you're getting caned.
Well, I was caned in a time, and I've concentrated all my life.
You were caned? Respect, man.
From that,
respect.
From that, yeah. So I mean, it was it. I mean, it shouldn't be done evil, and it shouldn't be done badly. But
you've got to have good stuff.
You have to have rules in life.
You have to have good cane.
You have to have a good cane.
Now, it's very funny when you see it up there. It's not that funny if that kind of generational disconnect is happening between yourself and your staff or your customers, because then it can be pretty problematic. Now, it was probably my mother-in-law who first brought my attention to this generational divide. We were sitting at a table having a conversation, and she stopped and gave me one of those mother-in-law stares. Do you know the one I'm talking about? Yeah. It sends shivers down your spine. And she said these words to me. Dean, why can't everyone just be normal? Like me. Now, it's those last two words that really threw me. Because whilst my mother-in-law is a wonderful woman, she is certifiably not normal. But it got me thinking, because here we were having this discussion, coming from our own worldview of what we thought was right, wrong, good, bad, weird, and normal. Now, sociologists and psychologists and people who study people call this normal that we have, this worldview. They call this our value systems. And your value systems are largely in place by the age of 12. Just a show of hands here, who has children under the age of 12? Yeah, quite a few. Now, that's a scary concept, isn't it? Because it means you've got about 10 to 12 years to shape and influence their values.